Hello, welcome to Colombia again. This is Eduardo from the Colombian Coffee Company, and today I'm going to introduce you the goddess of all coffees. The name is Geisha. Geisha, the name comes from an area in Ethiopia. So you know, all Arabicas come from Ethiopia. Obviously, Geisha is produced now in Colombia and in Panama, for instance. It was originally brought from Ethiopia to Panama in the 60s. And only recently, like in the last 20 years, it has been produced seriously in Colombia. The world has gone crazy for geishas. If you Google Geisha Coffee, you will understand what I mean. Many coffee houses are very proud to showcase geishas. And then now what happens in Colombia, geishas simply thrive. The first time I saw a geisha tree, I wasn't very sure that it was a coffee tree because it's very peculiar. The leaves, some of you might have seen the coffee leaves probably here. This is the good example. Coffee leaves are kind of wider and round, but the geisha leaves are absolutely elongated. If you come to our shop actually in Soho, you will see a very similar pattern of leaf that we painted in the floor. What is special about geishas? Geishas have beautiful fragrances that reminds you of jasmine or rose, the flower itself. But then once you add water, you can understand all the beautiful aromas, like the flower of the passion fruit plant, for instance. Now, this particular lot that we brought in this harvest, it has very clear passion fruit notes on the acidity side. It lands well in cacao notes, but the most important thing is really understanding the natural fruital acidity. Now, this is what we want to showcase in the world of high quality. So what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to introduce to you today is two ways of brewing this geisha. Obviously filter first time, and we can do it with the Chemex in paper, or we can use the old school café de olleta, which is the traditional way we drink coffee in the mountains of Colombia. Now, this is not very common because most people would drink geisha as a filter coffee. However, I was recently willing to have an espresso that was a little bit sharper, a little bit brighter. I really wanted to wake up in a really bright way, like if I was going for a jogging. So I prepared an espresso and it was amazing. My advice, if you follow an espresso recipe, is to add 22 grams in the portafilter. If you have an automatic machine, 27 seconds. And then on an extraction of 32 grams, that was my recipe for the espresso. Follow it up. Now, you know, you can buy our geishas in our shop, online shop, but come to our shop in Soho, come to Borough Market and enjoy geisha as a café de olleta. You will understand why we call it the goddess of all coffees. Thank you. Bye.